Okay, first, hit that notification bell, hit that subscribe button so you're kept up to date with hard hitting social democratic commentary by yours truly. I am American Social Democracy. And with that introduction, one day I would like to have a little bit of background music to add to the dramatic effect. But let's talk about what we need to talk about. You ever heard of the saying, a stop clock gives the right time twice a day? Well, and I want y'all to hear the whole thing out before anybody comes to any conclusions. What happens when Congresswoman Ilhan Omar in the year 2021 and Donald Trump on a quote-unquote good day in 2016 can come up to the same conclusion about American foreign policy and be correct? Well, let's start with Ilhan Omar. Recently, Ilhan Omar came up with basically asserted, and she correctly asserted, that there's a lot of bad people around. We're talking about, the United States. We're talking about, North Korea. We're talking about, the Taliban and Al Qaeda and Iran. We're talking about Saudi Arabia. We're talking about Israel. We're talking about Hamas. We're talking about the whole kit and caboodle. There's a lot of horrible people running these governments, doing really, really bad things to their own people and really, really bad things to other people. She wasn't wrong when she said that. And everybody's getting on her case about it. Here's the thing. I don't think that people will get on somebody's case like, I'm going to give an example. Yeah, they will criticize Noam Chomsky for saying something like that. Yeah, sure. But it'll be like, well, he's an academic crank. That's what the right wing will claim. Or even someone like, I'm trying to think, if it would be a Michael Moore would say something like that. They again, a white guy, they would just let him off the hook. I mean, they'll criticize them and give them a lot of crap about it, but it won't be anything as twisted and as negative and as dark as the racism that they have toward people like Congresswoman Ilhan Omar of Minnesota. And what I mean by racism, the fact that she was born in Somalia, the fact that she's a Muslim woman. Now, a while back, about a year and a half ago, I believe it was, when she made very mild, tepid remarks about the American Israeli Political Action Committee, AIPAC, everybody wanted to call her an anti-Semite. And why is that? Again, it's because she's a Muslim from Somalia. So it is racism really to criticize Ilhan Omar. Now, if Ilhan Omar said what she said because she hated Jews and she was actually an anti-Semite, okay, I would join the chorus, because racism is never acceptable under any circumstances. Anti-Semitism is never acceptable under any circumstances. I just want to make that clear. So I'm not being a partisan hack and trying to cover up her tracks. But you compare her remarks about AIPAC and, her support for BDS and her actual argument on behalf of that issue. And if you're going to think that's anti-Semitic, but not think that Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia, who claims that Jewish lasers from a satellite in outer space are being shot down into the California forest, causing fires, that's not anti-Semitic? That's, if you think that Marjorie Taylor Greene is not an anti-Semite, and you think that Ilhan Omar is, then you're a hack at that point. And the one thing I am not It's a hack. I mean, I am tribalistic when it comes to politics. I'm tribalistic along economic socialist lines. I am tribalistic along civil libertarians or left libertarian lines. I am very tribalistic. And when I see an attack, especially a smear job that is very false against people on my side politically, I get defensive. This is one of the reasons why I do this program here, American Social Democracy. And because I'm here to also refute the BS that comes out of the right. And that doesn't mean that every single thing that's being proposed by the left is correct. There are people on the left that I disagree with as well. My heart and soul is on the left. I'm tribalistic, and I admit it. And that's why what I'm saying here is going to provide a little more credibility. So, yes, Ilhan Omar was correct to criticize the U.S. and equate them with Iran and equate them with Al-Qaeda and equate them with Israel and ISIS and Hamas when it comes to the terrible things that the leadership of all these movements and countries do to their own people and do to others. And Ilhan Omar is absolutely 100% correct. Now, you know what? I want you to listen to this. Years ago, I would say in the year 2017, I'm sorry, Donald Trump became president. And Bill O'Reilly interviewed him. And it was over this whole Putin thing that was going on, that was going on, and on this, this one of the areas where the liberals get it very wrong is this unhinged obsession with Russia. Well, Ilhan Omar was correct what she said about U.S. foreign policy. Before Donald Trump got, cucked by all the neocons in his administration, even though he was wrong on everything, he did say this to Bill O'Reilly, which I would call being a stop clock, giving the right time twice a day. This is short and sweet. Here we go.
I respect Putin. I do respect him. But why? Well, I respect a lot of people, but that doesn't mean I'm going to get along with him. He's a leader of his country. I say it's better to get along with Russia than not. And if Russia helps us in the fight against ISIS, which is a major fight, and Islamic terrorism all over the world, right? Major fight, that's a good thing. And will I get along with him? I have no idea. He's a killer, though. Putin's a killer. A lot of killers. We got a lot of killers. Well, you think our country's so innocent?
Do you think our country is so innocent? We got a lot of killers. You think this country is so innocent? But that's basically what Ilhan Omar said recently. And I'm sure that all the Trump cheerleaders, the ones who are like, yay, Trump, they'll be like, well, this is kind of porn. But then if Ilhan Omar says something like that, they want to go and kick her out of the country or have her arrested or something along those lines. Now, as I said, Ilhan Omar, when she made her comments, she was absolutely correct about those comments. When Donald Trump has the occasional good day, and there ain't many of those, he was correct when he said, we have a nation full of killers too. And that's the point. That is the point. Intellectual honesty about what's being done by the United States. And I'm not one of those people that want to sit there and poop every step of the way against the United States and say, well, the United States is a constant evil in every little thing that they have ever done in their history. The United States has done a lot of good, but the United States has done a lot of evil too. And that can be said about any society, any country. You can find a lot of good things. You can find a lot of evil. So, and I'm not going to sit there and go like, United States, USA, right or wrong. And, as I said, Ilhan Omar, to sit there and to attack her, Uh, the right is out of line and wrong to do this. So that's I just wanted to get that out of my chest and say my piece. If you like what you heard, press like and comment. If you disagree, well, comment anyway. We'll have a conversation. As a First Amendment absolutist, it's my duty to inform you that if you do you have a platform, please utilize it because we're the muckrakers of our time. And once again, I ask each and every one of you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're kept up to date with yours truly, American Social Democracy. And until next time, I bid you all farewell and peace. Class struggle yesterday, class struggle today, class struggle tomorrow, and class struggle until we achieve full economic and social justice for all in our time.